Hi everyone. Hello.
Hi guys.
Hi Nadia. How are you today?
Okay, so we have to unmute our microphones.
I can hear weird sounds.
Let me try headphones, maybe it will work. Let me see.
Turn off
Is it better
Zoom.
now? Yeah, I think it's better now.
Yeah.
Okay guys, can you let us know if the sound is okay? I think it's good.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay, awesome. We're trying to figure out how to connect to people. It's my first time connecting, so I'm not sure. But yay, we finally did it. Okay, awesome.
The
Thank
sound
you.
sounds okay. Great.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, guys, welcome to my Perfect Imperfect Body Workshop Day 1. And this workshop is about self-love and specifically how to love your body, how to accept your body. And when you accept your body, every area of your life gets better and you feel loved and positive. So we are here to share our tools that we used on ourselves from our experience to you to help you love and accept yourself the way you are. And my name is Maria. This is Nadia.
Nice to meet you guys.
So I'm a clinical hypnotherapist and a transformational life coach. And Nadia, you are?
Also the same thing. Maybe that's why we're friends. So yeah, also clinical hypnotherapist and transformational life coach. So we work with people who want to change their life for better, who want to make some changes in their life to transform the life, to be the better version of themselves, or maybe just the version of themselves they just want to see. So it doesn't have to be better. It just needs to be what you want in your life.
Yes, that's what we do. And we also, you have a chance to win a prize, but you have to leave your email in the link in my bio or Nadia's bio.
Yeah, so basically we have two links. Well, actually it's the same link, so you need to register. And also you need to subscribe to both of our accounts. So we will leave information in the post. So when you go in the post to either Maria's account or my account, you can have information about her account. So basically subscribe to both of our accounts and also register with email and leave some comments in her account and my account, and then we will pick the lucky winners. We have two prizes. So basically it's Maria's, I call her Masha in personal life, I'm sorry. I guess I'm just used to it. So Maria's course, The Goddess Within, and also my course, Mind-Body Connection. So you have those two prizes to just register, sign up, do whatever you need to do. Those are really awesome prizes.
Yeah. So Nadia, what do you think most women have in common?
My guess would be we like to criticize our appearances and ourselves just in general. So I know most women, when they come to the mirror, when they look in the mirror, they're like, well, I don't like my nose. Or, well, maybe I have some wrinkles here or there. Or, well, I don't like my body. I'm too fat, too skinny, or whatever two it is that you're using. So it can be any two in the negative connotations. So we kind of tend to downgrade ourselves to, talk about imperfections, about our imperfections. But hi guys, oh yeah,
Hi.
more people joining. That's awesome. So we talk about our imperfections. We can think they're too skinny or too fat or too tall or too short. It can be two of anything. It can be about height, anything about our body, and we tend to focus on those negative, on those supposedly negative pictures, which is not good because we're programming ourselves into actually negative situations and negative thinking. So, if you think about your body shape or about your, I don't know, other features like I'm too skinny, too tall, so that's how it is.
Yeah, so when we think that, right, when we criticize ourselves like that, we get into fight or flight state. And when we
Ooh,
are in a fight or flight state for a long time, our immune system becomes bad and we get sick, and other people start seeing us the way we think about ourselves. So if we tell ourselves, oh, I have two big chicks and I don't like them and they're, ugly. And if I think about that, my boyfriend will start seeing that in me and start criticizing myself too, which is not what I want, right?
I don't know, but I think most people don't want it, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not only that, but also when we are in stress, we cannot think straight, we cannot relax, and it's a big problem. When we criticize ourselves, we get into this fight or flight state. It affects all areas of our life. It affects our relationship, it affects our sex life, because when you're thinking and criticizing yourself during, this intimate thing, it you cannot relax fully. You cannot have pleasure. It affects your business or your career. That's why it's so crucially important to watch your thoughts and watch your beliefs. And how do we do that, Nadia?
So basically, I wanted to add that when we think negatively about ourselves, so people are scared of hypnosis. I know we said, I'm a hypnotherapist, she's a hypnotherapist, so people might think we would like to control other people, which is not true. We just, whoa, now you're all hypnotized. Well, it's just for stage shows, so it doesn't work in real life. Anyway, so people think but when you actually repeat negative thoughts over and over again, so let's say, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, you actually hypnotizing yourself to be ugly. Ta-da!
Yeah.
Light bulb. So,
yeah.
Well, it's self-programming. So whatever you repeat it over and over and over again, your brain thinks, okay, that's important. That's what she wants. She wants to be ugly. So your brain will find a way for you to be ugly. And that's a question. Do you want that or not? And I think most people will say no. So we need to stop this self-programming, and we need to stop this behavior in order to get to the point where we want. So we need to focus on better results. So like, what do I want instead? Or what should I do instead to make it better? Or if I cannot change anything, I just accept myself. So this programming is very, very bad for you, and we do it most of the time. Sometimes we don't realize. So let's say you're washing the dishes, or you're driving, or you're just working, and we're still constantly thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking about something, and sometimes we don't even realize, but it might be very negative. So until you start realizing what you're thinking and what's going on inside your head, so try to figure out all your demons and all your stressors. Until you do that, you might be programming yourself to a very negative life, and I'm pretty sure most people don't want that. Like, you want the best for yourself, and you want the best for your life, and you want to achieve something, and even if you don't want to achieve something, you still want what's best, which is natural. Oh, hi guys, I see more people joining.
Hi, Christina.
Yeah, so basically, stop programming yourself to negative, start, the more you think about in negative way, and the more you program yourself to be in negative situations.
Natasha.
Oh, hi guys.
Nice to see you.
It's so cool to see people.
Yes. So the more you think negatively, the more you focus on negative things in your body, in yourself, the more it grows. So what you put your focus in, that grows. So if you want to shift that, you have to start looking for beautiful parts in your body. You have to start putting your attention in things that you like about yourself and tell yourself, I'm beautiful, you know. I have, if you don't, also for those parts that are not, you know, you think, oh, they're so, still tell yourself that I like it. You know, if you don't like your eyes, tell yourself, I like my eyes. If you don't like your lips, tell yourself, I like my lips are beautiful. My nose is beautiful.
Yeah, so when we think that, well, let's say I don't like my lips and I try to think that or I try to tell it myself, it doesn't feel natural. So what do I do? It doesn't feel like it's real.
It's not gonna feel like it's real because you're used to thinking negative about yourself. That's why you need to keep saying it, and it will become natural to you. It will become real to you, but you need to kind of put some effort because you've been thinking, for example, you were 30, right? And for like 25 years of your life, you've been thinking that you have horrible, I don't know, something. And in order to create this new neural pathway in your mind, you have to repeat. Our mind learns by repetition. So the more you repeat, I love myself, I love my eyes, I love my cheeks, I love my lips, you know, I love my hair, the more you're going to believe it. So step by step, it's like training yourself, learning a new habit. You know, when you learn something new language, right? It takes time to learn it. It takes repetition. It takes, English is our second language, right? And when we were just learning it, what did we have to do? We had to, what I personally, I went to high school here. So all I was doing every single day is listening to English. So now, instead of listening to negative thoughts that you have, you need to listen to positive thoughts. And those are affirmations. On YouTube, you can find, just type self-confidence affirmations. And there is like an hour of people saying positive stuff. And you just listen to it and you program your mind. And also hypnosis, right, Nadia?
Yes, self-hypnosis works, definitely. And also, you know, sometimes, as I said, we do it automatically. So we kind of start thinking and and we don't notice. So there are certain tools. Well, first of all, as soon as you start thinking about something negative, you need to stop yourself. And I mean, stop it! That's it! That's what I said. Just remember me. I'm thinking, I'm ugly. Stop it! Like this. Yes. Anyway, so yeah, just remember Nadia screaming at you, stop it. Yeah, and then once you stop it, you need to replace it with something positive, as Maria said. So you replace it with, I love and accept myself, I think I'm beautiful, I believe I'm beautiful, I deserve the best in life, whatever it is that you want, the positive thing. So not the negative thing, but the positive thing. So you need to stop the thought process, the negative one, and then you replace it with something better. So with something that you actually really want. But as I said, we often go through our day and we don't notice what we're thinking. We just kind of go in a loop and it's going automatically. You know, your monkey brain is just jumping here, there, and then somewhere else. And then you're like thinking about dishes, and then you're thinking about driving somewhere, and then you're thinking about that movie you watched. And it just goes all over the place and with all the emotions attached. And sometimes it's really hard to figure out like what's going on in there. But we need to do that. In order to do that, there is actually a few tools that we discuss here. So basically, one of the tools is to time yourself. So basically, put an alarm in your phone. And then when you put it on, let's say each hour, you know, or if it's too much, maybe every few hours. Or maybe you can do it once a day. So it doesn't really matter how often you do it. I mean, the more the better, because you can catch more thoughts and see what's going on in your head. So once you put an alarm, so let's say every hour it rings, and then you stop everything that you're doing, unless it's very important, don't stop something that's very critical or requires your attention. Other than that, you stop everything that you're doing and you write down what you were thinking. And then once you start doing it every hour or every few hours, you will realize how much negativity or what is going on in your head. And you probably didn't know that it's going on in your head. Because when we live our lives, we're like thinking about this and thinking about that, and we don't notice because it's so natural to us.
Yeah.
So, it's very important. Just put an alarm and do it every few hours, or at least once a day, at least like before you go to sleep. And also probably Maria will tell you guys, don't think anything negative before you go to sleep.
Yeah, because we are in hypnosis. When we go to sleep, 30 minutes, it's like your subconscious mind is saying hello to you, and it's like, hi, I'll take everything that you tell me. So whatever you think before your sleep sinks into your subconscious mind and becomes your reality. So it's very, very, very important not to watch any news on TV before sleep, or something, you know, some horrible movie that makes you like, you know, creeps you out. Yeah. Or something that will affect your life. It's so important to hypnotize yourself before you're hypnotizing yourself anyway, whether you want it or not, because hypnosis is a state, it's a natural state, and we get into hypnosis every day. There was a medical study that said every person each day goes into hypnosis at least twice a day. So before sleep and in the morning, you're in hypnosis. And this is the best time to, you know, set your thoughts how you want them.
I'm gonna put some light on. I think it's getting darker here, so I didn't expect that. Let's see if it's working. Yay. Yeah, go ahead. Continue. Sorry.
I can't see you. Okay, good. Now I can.
Oh yeah, you can see me? Okay, awesome.
Correct. That's good.
Let's see which light works.
It sounds good. Looks good, I mean.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so yeah, what was I saying?
Stop it! Did you get this? Well, so, you gotta remember it. I know.
Reframing your thoughts is very important. And first thing, become aware. You can't reframe it until you become aware. So this exercise, just sitting down and write down your thoughts, is very, very important. And I still do that. You know, we are not perfect, even though we work in this area. We still do that. And recently I attended a seminar, and we were like writing down our beliefs, and I looked at it and I'm like, oh yeah, I have some stuff to work on.
But you see, you didn't know it exists in your head. Like when you write it down, you're like, whoa, all of this lives in there, and I didn't know about it, and that's my head, and I didn't know about it. So it's very surprising, it's shocking, and it's also surprising, like, what you get. Like, sometimes you get such a very strange things, and I'm like, it doesn't make any sense, but at the same time, like, it's there, and it's affecting your life. So if it's there, and if it's negative, it's affecting your life, and you don't even notice it, because our subconscious runs automatically. You're just going through life, it has a certain beliefs and system inside, and if that's inside your head, that will affect your life. And I mean, you gotta take it out, and you gotta figure it out how to remove it. So, which hypnosis is the best for?
That's right. So also another exercise that you can do is you can write down, after you write down all the negative stuff, write down next to it all the positive stuff. For example, you write, I don't deserve money, right? And next to it, you write, I deserve a lot of money. And all these things, positive things that you wrote, you tell it to yourself before sleep, or you read it before sleep. You like look at it, and it's better to read it out loud You don't have to, but yeah, just read it, you know, new positive statements. I love myself. I accept myself. I love my cheeks. I love my body. I love my beautiful legs. I love that. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to have money. I deserve to have beautiful relationship. So yeah, just write it down, all the negative stuff next to it, all the positive stuff, and read it to yourself. This is the way to reprogram your mind and your life.
Yeah, that's self-programming. So instead of all this bad stuff that's going on, eventually it will catch up and your subconscious will think, okay, that's what we do right now instead of all these negative ones, and that's how it will start working. And also, we didn't discuss that much in detail is when we compare ourselves to others.
Yes,
I know
Nadia.
women love to do that. Okay, so she has skinnier legs, or she has bigger boobs, or whatever it is. I know we compare ourselves to others, which is natural and it's completely normal. Like, everyone does it, and it's okay if you do it. It's not a big deal. But if you compare yourself negatively, so let's say someone like word boobs. Yeah, boobs are awesome. And the other parts of the body also. Anyway. Oh, it's so funny. Anyway, what I was saying?
You were saying comparing. Yeah,
negatively.
Comparing can be positive and comparing can be negative. We can't, totally stop comparing ourselves. This is just the way we operate. But we can learn how to focus our attention on positive comparing. And Nadia will tell us this story that she told me before about her and how she raised her self-esteem. Tell us, Nadia.
Whoa, that was a big introduction. Now I feel so much pressure. Like the whole life depends on it. The self-esteem of others depends on it. Anyway, so I went through a long journey accepting myself, and to be honest, until recently, I didn't like a lot of parts of my body. I didn't accept myself. I didn't love myself. And it affected my life. It affected my relationship, that's for sure. It affected my life in general, that's for sure. And eventually, when I noticed that, I'm like, okay, so what do I do to change it? And I start working on myself. But also what helped is that, well, when we say about comparison, we say it's negative, right? But in my situation, it was kind of positive because so I was, once in Beverly Hills, and this lady comes to me. I live near Beverly Hills, so I go there often. So this lady comes to me, and so she looks at me like this, and it's a Persian lady, and she looks at me like this, and she comes very close, and she looks at me like this, and she's like, "Tell me a doctor." And I'm like, which doctor? Like, what are you talking about? She's like, no, don't do this to me. Tell me your doctor. I'm like, I'm not sure what you mean. Like, what doctor? Like, why are we talking about doctors? And she was like very old, very strict lady. And she's like, no, you don't want to tell me. That's it. I see it. You don't want to tell me. And this was like a very old Persian lady, as I mentioned. And I'm like, no, but what are you talking about? And she's like, your nose. Like, what's with my nose? She's like, where? Which doctor? Like, who did your nose? And I'm like,
what?
Well, my mom and dad, I guess. I don't know, God.
So she was thinking that your nose is like you did a plastic surgery, huh?
Yeah, so she was implying that I did a plastic surgery, and that, that they made it really well, apparently, since she liked it. But the funny part is, I never liked my nose. Like, back in Russia, and when I moved here, like, I don't know, it's a nose. It's kind of small, it's not that perfect. There's nothing cool about it. I don't know. I didn't think much of it. I didn't like it at some point. I don't remember when.
Yeah.
So basically, I was like thinking self-negatively about my nose. But when she came and she looked at me and she's like, okay, I want your doctor. I'm like, well, I have a cool nose.
Yeah,
And apparently
definitely.
a lot of people want that. So it was kind of, comparison, but in more positive way, where you realize that in other cultures or in other people appearances, they might look at your nose and they think, okay, I want that. That's awesome. It looks perfect, even though you might not think that you like it or that's good. So
Yeah.
it's all about perception. So maybe in some other part of the world, or maybe even here in America, or maybe in Russia, many people think that your eyes or your nose or your lips or your face structure or your body looks perfect. And they want that, and because they're born in a different way, they cannot have that, or they need to
Yeah.
do a lot of things to get to it. So you should feel lucky that you have this face. And like, even if you don't think it's perfect, I tell you, and listen to me. Stop it. Anyway, no, I tell you it's perfect anyway. Oh, hi guys, I see more people joining.
Yeah.
So you're perfect the way you are, and well, sometimes comparison might be a good thing. So in my case, it was.
Yeah, it's amazing. And you can, right? Compare yourself, but just make sure you compare yourself to people like celebrities, for example, who embrace their, things that they don't really like about themselves. For example, there is, I don't know what she does, but her name is Vanessa Paradis, and she has a gap between her teeth, right?
Yeah, we're trying to figure out today how to pronounce her name, so I'm not sure if that's correct.
Yeah. And she's not hiding. She's not hiding. She didn't change her teeth, right? She has that gap between, I have it too, between her teeth.
Actually, I used to have it when I was younger, but then it I think my teeth moved a little bit, so now I don't. And I'm like, man, that was my thing for a long time. I did it and I'm like, I want it back, but now, they move, so that's okay.
So yeah, you don't have to hide it, and you don't have to hide who is joining us. You don't have to hide your quote unquote flaws. Just embrace it and put a bright lipstick like Vanessa Paradis does. Just put a bright lipstick and say, oh yeah, this is my teeth and I like it. And also Ashley Graham, she is a plus size model, and she is not trying to lose weight. Look at her Instagram. She has so many followers and people telling her that she is amazing, she is beautiful. And yes, she exercises, but she doesn't exercise from hate of her body. She's exercising because she loves herself. She wants to take care of it. But she's still not like a, super skinny, tiny girl. No, she's a beautiful, juicy woman. And she embraces it. So embrace your juiciness, embrace your body the way it is. And we can look at who else would you say, Nadia?
Well, like so many, the way we look at celebrities, like sometimes you look at the person and like nowadays there's popular type of makeup where every like girl looks the same, and sometimes you look at pictures and like, I'm not sure, like they all look the same.
Yeah.
So actually for me, it's kind of strange because they kind of covering all their, personality, all their kind of features.
Yeah.
And, when we look, let's say Angelina Jolie, she has big lips, right? And some people might like it, and some people who are born with big lips might think like, those are too big. I don't want them to be too big. But at the same time, she's like embracing it, and that's how she's standing out from the crowd. That's how she's standing out, because she embraces her natural beauty. She embraces who she is. She embraces what she has. She embraces whatever the God gave her, and she's proud of it. So even if you don't have big lips, you have small lips. Just wear that red lipstick and rock it. And once you feel confident, that's it. But that's what people are going to see. They're not going to see big lips or large lips or whatever lips, they're gonna see you confident
Yeah.
in loving yourself.
Yeah.
You being the best of you and accepting yourself just the way you are. And you know, when you blend with the crowd and when you have the same face as everyone else, you don't stand out. You're like blend of nothing. I don't want to say nothing, but you know, it just gets blurry and like people cannot even recognize. I know there's some celebrities, like I look at them like I've seen this face so many times before, and like I don't know who she is. But those people that have standing out features, that imperfect, perfect feature,
Yeah.
we actually see them and like, okay, she looks amazing. She looks perfect, even though maybe she has like a smaller eyes or bigger lips or bigger nose or smaller nose, whatever it is, but they look perfect. And
How
once
about
they embrace it,
Kardashian?
yeah, I know, because I
Right?
remember not so long time ago.
Yeah, she's not super tall, right? She has big, right? Curves.
Booty.
Curves.
Another word that you guys gotta like, booty and boobs.
So she's not afraid of it, and she did set a trend. After her,
Thank God,
many
yeah.
girls started, you know, stopped being ashamed of their curves and how tall they are. And it's amazing because she accepted herself. So many women started accepting themselves, those who had, you know, big curves like I do.
Now I'm thinking my body's too small. No, my body's
your
perfect.
body's
And
perfect.
Everyone's body's perfect. But that's on you guys. If you start accepting yourself, people around you will start accepting you too, and they start accepting themselves. So when like another person sees you accepting just who you are, they're like, I love this awesome lady or guy or however you guys go with, and they start like, okay, maybe I'm looking at myself and maybe my imperfections, so-called, we don't have imperfections, guys. If you didn't get it, then now I'm telling you. My so-called imperfections not so bad at all. Maybe those are awesome, and maybe I should like them more and accept myself more.
And so, yeah, and another thing, people, you know, they have different tastes, and there is some people. I was like, when I was little, so many kids were laughing at me because I'm redhead, right? Yeah, but
I always wanted the, you know, redhead hair, and I wanted to dye it, and it takes forever. So
see, and I had people like you, Nadia, who told me, no, your hair is beautiful, and that's what you believe in. If I would take that, you know, criticism towards my hair, I wouldn't love my hair, but I do. I think it's beautiful and unique, and I was born like this. And you know, when I was little, I was trying to put lemon on my face to dye my freckles, so they like go away.
Freckles. I have freckles too, not too many though.
Right? And I thought I should blend in, I should have pale face, I should not have freckles. And then I realized, oh yeah, I'm redhead. I love my freckles. Why you would criticize it, you know? So it's what you choose to focus on. There will be people who will criticize you, but whatever, you know, it's their opinion. But there will be also people who loves you the way you are, and they will not tell you, you know, go do a plastic surgery on your nose, on your lips, because if you surround yourself with this kind of people, that's another very important thing.
Yeah, we gotta do a video on this.
Pay attention who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
I used to be in a toxic, horrible relationship, and my ex-boyfriend would tell me all the time that I need to change that, need to change that, need to change that, need to change that. Yes, of course, I had some beliefs about myself, and I was criticizing myself first. That's why I attracted this kind of relationship, right? But still, when I got out of this toxic relationship, now I'm dating an amazing man, and he loves me the way I am, and he tells me, I love you the way you are. You don't need, and you know, he wants me, and he doesn't tell me go, you know, lose 30 pounds. So
which is unacceptable, guys.
Yeah,
unacceptable.
So it's unacceptable to be around people who are criticizing you and telling you that you're, you know, something's wrong with you. You decide. It's your body, and you decide how you treat your body. And when you treat your body with self-love, you also start taking care of it more. So the more positive you think about your body, the more you want to take care of it. And I noticed it myself. So the more I tell myself I'm beautiful, I accept myself, and I have an outstanding body, right? The more I want to eat healthier, I want to exercise more, I want to dance more. And this is not true if you tell yourself that you're ugly and fat, that will help you to exercise. It will not help you.
100% not. Stop it.
Nadia, her course is about stop dieting and start living. So it's about treating yourself with love and respect, right? So you know about that, right? You can confirm, right, Nadia?
It's all about just changing your habits and accepting who you are and just loving your body the way it is. But, you know, it's more focused on eating healthier so you can become better self, or you can become stronger and healthier and happier. So all about this. I think both of our courses are kind of on a similar path, but we take a little bit different approach.
Yeah.
Because I struggled with food a lot, and I've been overweight for most of my life. And I've tried so many things. And I remember how even in high school and back in college, like I was thinking negatively about myself because of my weight, which is not acceptable. But what's a lot of people, young people or older people, are going through, and that shouldn't be the case. Like, we are here with Maria to actually change your life, because we actually did change our own life. And I went through a lot of struggle with it, and I figured out there's an easier way. Probably you too. So we're giving you the best tips and tricks on how to do that. You don't have to go through all this research. You don't have to go through all of these psychology books. You don't have to go through all of that. All of this information is covered in both of our courses, depending on what you're looking for. So yeah, basically we just experienced it on ourselves. I don't sell anything if I don't have experience in it, and if I didn't overcome it. So we done it ourselves, we succeeded, and we figured out a way to do it faster, easier, and way better and way more fun, which is awesome.
My course is about more healing your inner, it's working. So my course is about, it's called The Goddess Within. Heal your past, reveal your power. This course is for women who want to be happy, because so many women are successful, and they know they're strong and powerful and beautiful, and they have positive beliefs about themselves, but they still have something inside that is kind of like eating them. And I will help women to figure out how to stop criticizing yourself, how to stop being perfectionist, who is like doing this thought that if I do it, I have to do it only right. No, we're gonna get rid of the fear of judgment, of perfectionism, of guilt and shame, because guilt and shame is very, very deep, rooted deeply in our society, and it affects our lives every day. If you do this exercise of writing down things that you are aware of, you will notice that so many things you just blame yourself. Oh, today I ate an extra candy, for example, right? Blaming yourself. Oh, today I didn't do this right. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I don't know if I can be successful because I don't have a lot of followers on Instagram.
And you know what? A lot of people think that actually this is good for you. Is it?
What do you mean?
Well, shaming yourself, like I ate an extra candy, I should blame myself. It's good for me.
Is it good? It's not good for you. It's only taking away your energy that you could put for building your life. It's taken away from your relationship, from your business, from your health. this energy, you're putting your energy into shaming and blaming yourself. And I was really big on it. I can give you an example. I was raised in a church. And as you know, churches and religion, they're a lot, you know, they give a lot of guilt, you know. And
not all, but yeah, some, yeah.
Yeah,
Some
I had this belief that if I have any intimate relationship with my boyfriend before marriage, God will punish me until the end of my life.
Oh my goodness, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, and just think about it. I was
it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, I was thinking this for a long time. I thought that I will be punished by God because of that thing. And you know, it is toxic. This is totally toxic. And I'm not against religions, and it's great, you know, if you're in any religion, but just be careful what you put what thoughts and beliefs you put in your mind, because it affects you. And it did affect me, and I was attracting so many bad and horrible situations in my life because of this stupid belief. And I'm glad I overcame it, and I don't have any guilt or shame over this anymore. And I will help you in my course. It's a 4-week course. It's a live course that I will be hosting. It's not recorded. It's live on Zoom. It's 4 webinars, each approximately 2 hours. Plus, I give 2 mentorship calls, and I will guide you. Yeah, I will guide you. First module is about healing your past, guilt, shame, fears. And second part is about self-esteem, about manifestation and creating the life you want. Because before you create something, you have to clean the space for new and positive things. So first step is get rid of past beliefs, get rid of, you know, and we'll also forgive ourselves. In the first module, we'll work on forgiveness, and the second module, we'll work on creating our life that we want. And I manifested so many things in my life, like Nadia, for example. I was thinking
she manifested me.
Yes, I was thinking before I met her, I was thinking for about a year, and I was manifesting a partner, a friend who we will be like creating a business together. So and now we are kind of a team, you know, and it's amazing. And I could say I manifested you in my life. I manifested my boyfriend. I manifested this beautiful home where I live right now in Seattle. I moved from California to Seattle recently. So, and we found our place like that, and it's affordable, and it's beautiful, and everything I have, you know, it's not just a coincidence.
Yeah, it looks like it, but it's not, because you got rid of all the negative beliefs, and it allowed you to get something good in your life that you want. Yeah.
Not all, but I got rid of beliefs, but I still have stuff to work on, but it's all right.
Well, if you get old, then life gets boring. You have nothing to do. So that's the whole point of life. We go through our, you know, journey, and we get into somewhere, and then we get it, and we get in somewhere else. So that's totally normal, and that's totally awesome. So yeah, guys, that's an awesome course, and please do all the steps that I told you. You know, sign up and follow in order to win one of those. So either hers or mine. You guys can choose and decide which one. So those 2 are open for prizes. And thank you for telling us about it. And also, we have some homework for you guys. Well, we can call it a home play, just because some people have a very negative connotation to homework, and you have to do work, and some people don't like to do extra work. So it's not extra. It's actually discovering yourself, and discovering what's going on in your head, and discovering what's going on in your mind. I think it's getting darker here. I thought like sunlight will be enough. Let me put the light on, and then Maria will tell you guys about the homework. I'll be really quick back.
So the first thing you have to do is write down all your negative thoughts about your business or your career, about yourself, about your appearance. Just sit down and write them down. Or you can also set an alarm, as Nadia said, every few hours. For example, just do it one day and you'll notice, wow, that was in my head. Wow. So just do it one day, set an alarm every few hours and write down things that are in your head, that things that you are thinking. That's the first homework. And what's our second homework, Nadia?
Are you asking me what's the second homework? What are you, a teacher? Man, I have to do work here.
Okay, home play. Or it's a
okay,
small...
home play is more fun. Yeah. Okay. So basically, when we talked about comparing ourselves, so we're gonna do a good comparison. So when you compare yourself negatively to someone, so let's say you're comparing yourself and you think of yourself negatively in that situation, that's not good. Stop it! Okay. You're gonna see me in your nightmares.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I'm not programming you guys. No, sorry. Anyway, but I want you to remember to stop it because that's not good for you and you're programming yourself into a very negative situation, which you don't want to have. And today, or like tonight, before tomorrow, we're gonna do a very positive comparison. So we're gonna look at our pictures, write down what we like and what we don't like, and we're gonna look at the list what we don't like, let's say our body or shape or lips or whatever it is that you guys don't accept in yourself. And then you go to our best friend Google that knows everything and you're gonna find celebrities or social people who embrace that part of the body that you don't like. So let's say if you have big lips, then you go and Google Angelina Jolie, look at her confident face, look that she's rocking it, look that she's feeling beautiful and awesome, and you're like, okay, well, if she's accepting herself, maybe I should do that too because I deserve the best in life and I'm pretty and I'm beautiful too the way the God made me. So that's another homework or home play that we're gonna have for tonight. And I think we're almost running out of time, so I'm not sure we have questions or...
Yes, guys, please ask us questions or any comments. We're happy to answer them.
Oh, I say hi. It was so awesome. I think we're gonna do more like joint videos because we're also planning something interesting for you guys to kind of experience in the future after we're done with the workshop, but it's going to be a surprise. So just follow both of our Instagrams. And if there are any questions,
if you are on my page, freedom.therapy, please follow me. And if you're Nadia's page, Nadia Ramtell, right?
Yeah.
So follow us. We'll really appreciate, and we'll create much more content for you and for free. We are ready to spread the light because we changed our lives and it worked in our lives. And we are pretty sure it will work in your life too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we definitely have tons of strategies. And like, if you have any questions, I think we should do a video on hypnosis or hypnotherapy, how we got into it. Oh, we have a question. Awesome. Okay, so you are advising to stop to blame. How to stop it? Because the mind doesn't listen. So I think Maria went through it a little bit in the beginning where, it's natural, it's normal. If your brain has certain neural pathways. So if it's used to think that way, it's kind of natural for you to do it and it's not good and it's not bad. But if you want to stop it because this behavior doesn't serve you anymore, you can actually do it, but it takes some time and practice. So as we mentioned today, just do an alarm where you, like, let's say every hour or every few hours, you put an alarm, and as soon as it rings, you stop and you write down what you're thinking. And if you're thinking negatively, you say to yourself, stop it! Then you remember me, Henry. Then Nadia is gonna yell at you if you don't stop thinking that. Well, and then you reframe it to something positive. So you reframe it to, okay, what do I want to think instead? Like, you ask yourself a question: does this thought, this negative thought, serve me? If it serves you, that's good. That's a good thing for you. And if this thought doesn't serve you, if you don't like it, if it doesn't work to your advantage, then you can change it. And you are the person, you are the master of your head. So it's your head. No one else has it. No one else can change it. Not even me. I'm sorry. Even though I'm a hypnotherapist. Unless you decide to do it. So if you decide to do it, you can change it, but it's going to take some practice. So you just stop it.
And your mind, your mind learns by repetition. So when you stop it and you reframe the thing you blame yourself for, and you say, you put your hands on your heart and you say, I forgive myself for what I did, and I accept myself and my past, right? You have to forgive yourself first. That's the first step for stop blaming yourself. Is become aware, reframe it, and forgive yourself. Because this is the most important thing. We cannot be happy unless we forgive ourselves for our past mistakes. So every time you feel sad, you feel like blaming yourself, put your hands on your heart and say out loud, I forgive myself. I love myself. I accept my past. I accept my past the way it is, right? I cannot change it. And another thing, what I would suggest how to stop blaming yourself is writing lessons that you learned from that situation. Just write down lessons that you learned and look at it every time you feel like blaming yourself and be like, okay, this is what I learned. This is what I had to go through. I forgive and I love myself. And when you're going to do it every time, every single time you blame yourself, your mind will learn that blaming is not what it needs, right? Your mind will create these neural pathways in your mind. So repetition, 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 and forgiveness.
It's like a new habit. So basically, when we form a habit, it takes some time to get used to it because our brain is used to old habits of thinking negatively. So when it's a new habit, it takes some time to readjust. Like for me, sometimes still, it took me years, to be honest. Probably for you, it might take faster, but still occasionally I have this thought, and on certain days maybe more than that, because when hormones get involved we tend to think ourselves critically sometimes, and that's totally normal. But Marie is right, because when we accept ourselves, because it's totally normal to think that if you start blaming yourself, that's not good. Like as soon as you start blaming yourself, you constantly focusing on negatives. So you need to accept yourself and forgive yourself, because it's a natural human behavior that we all learned, and then we need to unlearn. And it takes some time, and it takes a lot of repetition, because you've been thinking like that for your whole life. And now you're trying to change it, so it's going to take you some time to think differently.
So there is no magic pill. It takes time. It takes time. Sometimes it takes years. But forgiving yourself, saying out loud that you accept your past, you accept yourself, you accept what you did, no matter what it was, it will help you. And every time you do it, you'll feel a little better, a little better, a little better, more and more. And you will get there and you'll stop the feeling. It's possible. It's not like forever there. Just remember it's possible to stop it, and you will. Just take some time and do it every day. Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that maybe any other questions?
Oh, I see a laughing face. Awesome. Oh, I see a hypnotherapist here. Oh, thank you for joining us. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
That's all probably. Is it Nadia? Yeah, so like with hypnotherapy, it's actually faster to do that. So if you do hypnosis, let's say you go to a hypnotherapist for a session, changing habits is way faster in hypnosis. So if you want to do it, like with hypnotherapy, you can speed up the process. That's where I talked about, like I went through this whole long journey and I've struggled a lot. This solves really easy with hypnotherapy. I wish I knew that then, but now I know it. So now, if anything that I want to solve, I just do it with hypnosis, self-hypnosis, or going to talking to a professional. So that's why we are both so passionate about it, because it definitely works, and it works so quickly, like very quickly, like way faster. Like it took me years to change this behavior. If I've done the hypnotherapy back then, I would have changed it a long time ago, and probably my life would have been even different, like even better, or even like it would have taken me somewhere else. I don't know, but everything happens for a reason, and I think we're running out of time, right?
Yes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. It was incredible talking to you. Oh,
awesome. Thank you, guys.
Christina.
Oh, thank you. Awesome. I'm glad you guys liked it, and we are so happy to do this, and hopefully we can do it more often. And
we will.
Like, this is so fun.
Yeah. And see you tomorrow at 1 p.m.
We're out. Huh?
No.
I'm sorry.
I said that see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Yes.
Pacific
you guys tomorrow
Standard
do your
Time.
home play.
But yeah, tomorrow Pacific Standard Time, do your home play, and it will be fun. See you.
Okay. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.